Legitimacy is a very broad concept, and it brings many things to one's mind. I think of legitimacy when I think on the perseverance of working for one's aims. In that sense, I think foundations get their legitimacy by the work they do and not by who they are. I think society for a very long period allow us a legitimacy because we were foundations, but in the present times, we have to legitimate ourselves by the work we do every day. So our contribution to all the different fields that foundations work for, being it health, education, research, migrations, wherever they are, the activities that we do is the ones that give us the legitimacy.
I believe that foundations is a whole and share the same ideas, that working for the public good while holding on to important values which are related to defense of human dignity.
I think it's not the matter of legitimacy of foundations. It's more the matter of transparency and accountability in the foundations. I think society trusts foundations because society knows we fulfill the social purpose, but they want to know, people want to know, how do we run ourselves and how do we manage our incomes and our decisions.
I see that there are three elements which give foundations legitimacy. And the first one is that we should work within the legal framework that we find ourselves in. I think that's very important. The second thing is one of quality. I think quality should not quite speak for itself, but if we explain our goals and objectives, it is a very strong basis and a very strong argument. And I would say the third thing is transparency. Of course, if we work in difficult areas, in areas that are controversial, like LGBT issues or needle exchange, or on questions of anti-corruption, we will have our enemies. These are those with vested interests that feel threatened by our work. But I believe one should remain true to one's values, and we just have to take it in stride that we will perhaps not be looked positively upon by all.
Individuals have paid money into foundations, and it's often money they've created, through personal ventures. So there's a lot of sort of moral goodness in creating money in that way. Then they endow a foundation, perhaps, and taxes will be paid or relieved. Therefore, as long as they abide by their trust deed, are compliant, they are an important and independent part of a society. And society must have different stakeholders who have different bases.
Foundations are, in most jurisdictions, tax-privileged entities. The taxpayers are subsidizing the work of foundations. That means that we have to be very careful about what we do and how we do it. And most of all, we have to pay a lot of attention to explaining to the general public what is the impact of the work of foundations.